The Water Utility Climate Alliance is changing how water utilities across the country are preparing for climate change. We asked members how this partnership has shaped their critical thinking and influenced their climate planning. Let's get things started in the Southwest. First up, WUCA Chair Mohammed Mahmoud with the Central Arizona Project.
This is Mohammed Mahmoud with Central Arizona Project and your WUCA Chair. CAP's engagement in climate adaptation has expanded immensely over the last few years. WUCA has played a significant role in helping CAP mainstream these activities by providing guidance and examples of lessons learned. This year, CAP is implementing its climate adaptation plan, with emphasis on adaptation strategies that address CAP's most immediate risks due to climate change across the entire organization.
At the San Diego County Water Authority, we're finding ways to incorporate climate research into our planning processes. This aligns with WUCA's best practice to take climate adaptation actions. The Water Authority monitors and evaluates climate impacts across the spectrum of our business processes. We've also partnered with the Scripps Institution of Oceanography to advance leading-edge climate science and improve water management both locally and statewide.
WUCA has been integral in Metropolitan's integrated resource planning process. The collaboration and sharing with other WUCA members helps inform the way we integrate climate change data into our models and the way we make decisions in conditions of uncertainty. This year, our work has and continues to focus on our 2020 Integrated Resources Plan, with climate change taking the center stage. Our work with WUCA has proven invaluable to helping inform this process. So thanks, WUCA.
The Southern Nevada Water Authority continues to expand its organizational understanding and knowledge about climate change, and we're making changes to how we integrate climate change planning into adaptive management. Prompted by our WUCA collaborations, we recently conducted a mainstreaming project to understand how climate change might impact facilities and work functions throughout our organization. This effort expanded our interest in how future heat extremes might affect critical assets like our personnel and infrastructure. With funding support from WUCA and AMWA, we led a study on this topic.
Now let's head over the Rocky Mountains before stopping in Texas and on to the East Coast.
This past year has been a monumental year for climate adaptation mainstreaming at Denver Water. We have implemented the processes and outcomes of the WUCA-initiated Business Function Mapping Tabletop Exercise and the Heat Impacts Project. Through these projects, we've been co-producing climate adaptation solutions with teams in water quality and treatment, distribution, finance, watershed management, engineering, asset management, and field operations. These projects gave us the resources to push the limits of climate adaptation mainstreaming.
As Austin Water continues to strengthen climate initiatives and better mainstream them across the utility, having access to WUCA expertise has been a valuable resource. Hosting a 2-day regional WUCA training helped to raise awareness about climate impacts and also provided in-depth information about climate science and adaptation strategies for our utility. Hosting this training also provided great opportunities for sharing information and fostering stronger connections with other utility counterparts.
Hello, my name is Truso Asafa with Tampa Bay Water. Among other things, I lead the agency's activity in climate change and climate variability. Tampa Bay Water was a case study for a WUCA project that looked at utility business function exposure to climate change and variability. The project brought together staff from different departments, from IT, maintenance, human resources, finance, and it opened up an opportunity for us to expand on it. Currently, we are working on building on that, hopefully creating a program as well as an implementation strategy.
The Philadelphia Water Department's Climate Change Adaptation Program is mainstreaming the use of climate science by developing and implementing climate-resilient planning and design guidance for our infrastructure systems. WUCA supports this effort by providing forums like the Sea Level Rise, Stormwater and Wastewater, and Engineering Case Studies committees to exchange information, best practices, and lessons learned with one another and with leading experts. These projects are also helping us to communicate with staff and achieve buy-in for our guidance.
WUCA continues to be an incredible asset to New York City DEP, to learn from our water utility colleagues and to share information to help others. WUCA highlighted New York's climate resilience design guidelines in its engineering case studies report. WUCA and DEP also convened utilities from around the country to discuss climate adaptation for stormwater and wastewater infrastructure. WUCA is a constant source of inspiration and motivation, challenging us to be innovative and be creative in response to our changing climate. Keep up the good work.
And finally, San Francisco before finishing in the Pacific Northwest.
Hi everyone. This year we launched our WUCA Business Function Mapping Project to enhance the mainstreaming of consideration of climate impacts beyond our water and wastewater enterprises into 3 new lines of business at the PUC: health and safety, watershed management, and business services. Those units are evaluating the potential impacts of climate change on their operations, looking into the future, and beginning to frame the responses that we might take to ensure that those operations are resilient. We concluded this work with successful tabletop exercises in late October and early November.
WUCA has helped Seattle Public Utilities mainstream climate adaptation as field guide, sounding board, and model for the power of collaboration and partnership in making transformational change. Our work with WUCA has resulted in several important and significant efforts at SPU this year, specifically the launch of our Climate Community of Practice, where over 50 employees get together quarterly to share and collaborate on climate work, and the advancement of key research areas such as our ecosystem services adaptation, which began as a WUCA project.
Hi everybody. WUCA has been instrumental in helping the Portland Water Bureau prepare for a full range of climate risks. Most recently, the heat impact study helped us identify adaptation strategies to reduce the heat exposure of our outdoor workers and water pumping equipment. We're already implementing several of these strategies in our asset management, operations maintenance, and health and safety work. So thank you, WUCA.